Donald Trump may be facing 91 criminal charges in 4 separate indictments. But polls continue to show an extremely close race between Trump and President Joe Biden in 2024. A CNN poll released on Thursday showed Trump ahead by 1 point. Other recent polls have shown that both candidates are in an even race or narrowly ahead. The RealClearPolitics polling average now shows Biden with a lead of just 0.4 percentage points. Basically pure surprise. Voting in volatile states has been less frequent this year, but most of the small number of votes announced also showed close rivalries. Some Democrats responded with concern about what the polls showed or cautious hope that there was still enough time for things to change. It's still early and in 14 months before the general elections. Polls will probably move more. Many things happen. Trump face criminal convictions. Biden's age show more. The economy get better or worse. But ignoring minor short-term fluctuations. Polls over the past year have told generally consistent story of a very close race in which Trump has real chance of winning if he wins the GOP nomination as expected. This lines up with some other things we know about the 2024 race. The same candidates ran in 2020, and it was very close then, too. Biden's approval rates are also low. This suggests that a significant number of people who voted for him are dissatisfied with his presidency and that there is a lot of work to be done in his campaign. It's early days. But the polls aren't completely worthless right now. The conventional wisdom is that polls taken this far before the election are of little value because so much will change before Election Day. There is truth in this. Campaigns will help better frame the election for voters. Lesser-known candidates may become better known as the election approaches. And events may change voters' minds. Polls also fluctuate. So even looking at average polls in any given week or month is often not representative because the numbers can change later. But then again, a look at RealClearPolitics polling averages for recent presidential cycles in year before the actual election year shows that they're often not that far off mark. 2008 Barack Obama had an average lead of 5 points over John McCain in most polls throughout 2007. Except for 2 very brief periods. He maintained his lead for the rest of 2008, eventually winning the popular vote by 7 votes. Barack Obama was ahead by an average of 5 points in most polls over John McCain throughout 2007. He remained in lead for the rest of 2008, except for 2 very brief periods, ultimately winning popular vote by 7 points. 2012 Although Obama led Mitt Romney by an average of 4 points throughout most of 2011, the gap narrowed to 1. There were brief periods of 2 points and a tie for the average until the end of that year. However, Obama regained a narrow lead in the polls in early November and won the popular vote by 4 points. Obama led Mitt Romney by an avera.